So where yeah, so all of this stuff, as I say, please study a minimum of 1 hour or 2 hours per day. The secret for Cisco is so the OSI, and what is it? To organize the network in different layers, in different groups. So today we're going to do, so I think we did the physical layer already with the cabling. And on Thursday, we'll do a data link, anything related to a switch, chapter 6 and 7. And today we're going to do chapter 5. It's something simple. It's about number systems. So what is it about? What is my file? Hold on. You see, myself, I make my own summary, my own review. See, if I see something nice, I can copy. You see, so that I have a quick understanding of. So you see, for example, when you have a MAC address, as we said, it's layer 2. It's something we'll do on Thursday. So when you have a MAC address, so remember, an IT device to communicate on the network needs 2 addresses. The physical address or MAC address that will be used by the switch to forward your data, and the logical address or the IP address that the router will use to forward your data outside your normal network. So when it comes to a physical address or the MAC address, it's something strange like that. I'm going to show you mine. Who want to log in? So if I go to my PC and I type, so as a network engineer, you should know, if someone asks you, what is the MAC address of your laptop? Or what is the IP address of your laptop? So you have 2 ways. The main way, you come into the search box, or you press from your keyboard the Windows key and R, you see, and you see CMD, or a command prompt. You press OK. Then you type IP config /all. This one, any IT engineer, any IT technician should know that. IP config /all is to view your IP address and your MAC address. You see, if I press enter, so any block you see is some information. So for example, host name, this is the name of my laptop. If I belong to a domain or a country, this is the name, you see. Then if I'm using a network cable, it's going to keep the last domain or the last country I was using. For CPUT. And if I was using that Ethernet cable, I should get this information. But because I'm using my Wi-Fi, you come down and you see wireless Wi-Fi. If you're using a network cable, you should go to Ethernet. Ethernet. So please remind me on Friday, anything you want to know, write it down and ask a question. So because I'm using my Wi-Fi, I come to wireless LAN adapter, you see. Then I go to physical address, you see. This one is used by this switch. And you can see it's D4, F3, do, you see a lot of things. So we're going to know why it's like that. What the name of that system. Then here I have my IPv4 address, That is like my SIM card number that I use to communicate on the network. The DHCP is a server that will automatically assign IP address to all the devices in the network. So all this stuff we'll study a bit. So for now, let's focus on the physical address. You see, this is it. We have some letters, some numbers. It's what we're going to study. So this is an example of MAC address. You divide in two groups. You see, for example, this one. This is mine. 1, 2, 3 is called OUI. This one we'll do on Thursday and when it comes to switches. And the last 3 is called the vendor. So we'll do that a bit later. So why we need letters and numbers is what we're going to study. This is number system. To count, we have many ways of counting. For us human beings, is someone want to log on? No. Okay. So for us human beings, we know the decimal numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3 until 9, and we use these 10 digits, we combine them to form other numbers. We call it the decimal system that is used by human beings. Now, after that, we have another way of counting of system called binary. This one is understood only by, 1 second. It's understood only by IT machines, like your cell phone or your PC. 1 second, someone is trying to call here. Who's trying to call? 1 second. So binary is understood by the machines to go to a network. Hexadecimal is used by the MAC address. You see, there's D4, it's a combination of letters and numbers. So hexadecimal, it's actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. And from 9, we continue A, B, C, D, E, F. For binary, we use only 0 and 1. We use only two digits to we combine them to get other numbers, you see. So here you won't find 2 or 3, no, it's 0 or 1. That's why I say binary, two numbers, 0 and 1. Decimal, it's 10, base 10. We have 10 numbers, 0 to 9, it's 10. Hexadecimal is a mix of numbers and letters. So these are what is chapter 5 is about. That's all, nothing else. So I'll try to add more info. So here we'll do some conversion. For example, you know number 10. You press number 10 on your PC, or let's say number 12. You press 12 on your keyboard. Your PC doesn't know 12. Your PC needs to convert that 12 in binary. So binary, it's always four, let's say 4 columns. Four it can be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So to find them, it's very simple. From your left and to right, now from your right to left, the very first one is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 until the end. The second column is 00, 1. double zero, double one, double zero, double one. The fourth column is four zeros, four ones, four zeros, four ones. And the last one on your left is eight zeros, eight ones. So eight zeros, eight ones. Then you divide by two. Eight divided by two is four. Four zeros, four ones. Four zeros, four ones. Then you divide by two again. Two zeros, two ones. Two zero, two one. You divide by two again. So it's very simple to memorize. You see. So it's very, very this one, any IT should know also. That's why CCNA, we have two groups. And we have CCNA1. Uh, CCNA1, that is Introduction to Networks. Let's say you don't know networks. So we give you the foundation, the basics, introduction to networks or to networking. Then CCNA2, we go deeper now. CCNA2, we assume that after CCNA1. So when you finish your CCNA1, you'll get a certificate from NetAcad. To get your certificate, you must pass more than 70%. So I'm going to take an example of a student. Let me see who is doing a lot of, I'm going to show you. Login. So let's check. Okay, this is not IT Essentials, so remove it. So we have an IT Essential class starting in June. So if you know people interested, you can send me. You can send me their details, and I'm going to register you. To register them, we can you can use the cell phone to connect, or you can use a laptop. It's up to them. So if I come here and I check, your class is introduction. Yeah, introduction to networks. Then we are busy doing chapter 5, number system. If I check your grade book, the first exam, please do it. Only 2 students did it, Rumbi and Visual. It's always Gina, Betty, Patient, everyone. Please do them. Eugene, everyone, please do them. Esther also, please do them.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, can you tell us your name and ask your question?
Uh, Hello, everyone. It's Bernard.
Yes, Bernard.
Uh, so I have a question, if you allowed
Mm-hmm.
for it. If I try to understand what you just saying now is a binary numbers is made up of two digital, all right, zero and
Yeah,
one. Okay, and we can also call it like bits. Is
yeah.
correct.
So a bit,
Okay,
it's either 0 or 1. We call it
or
a bit.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, and a decimal number on a system is 0 to 9.
yeah. And we use a combination to form other numbers. Yes.
uh, Other numbers. So my question is why is binary prefer over like decimal in computer networking?
Okay. It's like that because according to the way we design electronics, there is something called light off or on. So if there is light is 1, if there is no light is off. It means it's 0. So this one is more electronic stuff. how these people they design the stuff. For example, let's say the plane and the airplane. Boeing, they have their own way of doing the design. Airbus, they have their own way. So these white guys, this guy who created IT, who created the PCs, this is the way they say, okay, how things will be. Yeah, that's why we say, okay, because on your network cable, if you cut it, you only see light, zero or light on or light off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So this one is more electronic stuff. For us human beings, we can manage 0, 9, 12, 100, 200, but the PCs, they understand the light. If it is light, it's one. If it is not light, but it's more electronics. We must not go there. What you must know, the PC understands only 0 and 1. I think also if you go in your NetAcad, you'll see it. One sec, let me finish with what I'm explaining. So guys, please, you must do your checkpoint exams. If you don't do, when we'll reach your final exam, you'll get something. So please do them. You can do them many times. You see, now we are 22nd of April. See, Bijou did 6 of April. So please do them. After Friday, you should be able to do also number 2. So class, what is that class again? My classes. 25. What's happening now? Assignment. Okay, seems like the network is a bit slow. Okay, let's continue. So it here. Enterprise networking, not this one. Introduction to networks. So after chapter 1, 2, 3, you have an exam, a quiz covering chapter 1, 2, 3. You can do it many times. After chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, you have another checkpoint exam covering chapter 4, 5. It's a quiz. You can do it many times. So please don't delay because at the end of the day, you have to write your exam. If you pass it, then the system will generate the system will generate for people who got more than 70%. That's why I say you can do it many times for you to get. So let's continue. This is for your. Now, if I go to chapter 5 for Bernard question, if I go to chapter 5, system numbers. Binary. Let me see. So RB4 begin binary series of 0 and 1. Okay, I'm trying to check if we did explain. But we did explain somewhere. I'll try to find. Please remind me. You can send me a WhatsApp. I'll check for you. So now, let's check something. We have what you call conversion. Let's say number 12. You tap 12 on your keyboard on your laptop. The system doesn't know 12. Must convert it in binary. So how to do the conversion? I'm going to make it nicely for you. I think I did it somewhere. One sec. Why we need them? Because we're going to use them for chapter 8 and 9. A IP address. When you have your IP address or your cell phone number, for you, you know your cell phone number, 081-565-2210. You as a human being, you understand. But your cell phone doesn't understand that. You need to convert your decimal in binary to forward that in the network. You see? That's why we are doing the conversions. For us human beings, we understand that, but it's going to, the system will convert it. So it's something we'll do. So let's do some examples. Very simple. Some conversions. Let me go. Sorry. I, yeah. So a quick example. It's very simple, not difficult at all. Convert uh, number 89. No, convert decimal 89 to binary. So very simple. I'm going to so how you do? We have something called a table. Home, insert. Anything that is new seems strange, but the more you do, the more you. So on that table, why this guy goes to red all the time? On that table is we start with 1 to 128, 64. Any IT engineers, IT technician should know that. So you start with 128, you divide it by 2, 64. You divide by 2, 32. You divide by 2, 16. You divide by 2, 8. You divide by 2, 4. And the last one is 1. This is your table. Um, and we're going to use that table to do the conversions. Very simple. So when we say decimal 89, 89 into binary, it means we need to find a way to convert 89 in 0 ones. So how it works? We come here, say 89 is 89 89, is it bigger than 128? Okay, Bernard, you'll be my friend today, so you must reply to me. Is 89 bigger than 128?
No, sir, it's not
No.
bigger than
Okay,
128.
but we can see that 89 is bigger than 64, right?
Yes,
Then
correct.
you d 89 minus 69 is equal to what? Sorry, 64 here, you see. Sorry, 64. So what is the value equal to what? You take your calculator.
25, 25,
25,
Huh?
25, 25,
35.
25, 2 and 5.
25, 2,
Ah,
5.
20, 25.
Yes.
Okay, great. It's 25. You see. Now you take that 25, now you go down. Minus something, minus one of these guys here. So you can see that 25 is not bigger. Yes?
Minus 16.
Minus 16
Who is screaming there? Your name?
should be 9. Minus
Okay.
16, it will be 9.
Okay. So we can see that 25 is not bigger than 32, but it's bigger than 16. Then we say 25 minus 16.
Okay.
All right. So what's the
9.
So
9.
9. Now,
Yeah.
now you take your 9. You put it down here. 9. 9 minus what? We
Minus
can see,
8.
yeah, minus 8, because 9 is not bigger than 16, but it's bigger than 8. Then 9 minus 8 equal to what? 1.
1. 1.
Now you put
1.
1 here.
1
1,
minus 1.
1 minus 1, because 1 is not bigger than 2, but it's equal to himself. So 1, then you have 0. You see? So what does it mean? In total, you'll say 89 is equal to, so you see, you took 64 in. So you say 64 plus, you took 16,
16 plus 8 plus 1.
you see, plus 8, because I took 8, and plus 1. So if I take my calculator to double check, I clear everything. So if I say 64 plus
89.
16 plus 8
89.
plus 1, you see, 89, you see. So now that I did that, now I check. In 84, I took 64, so you put 1 here. I took 16, I put 1 here. I took 8, I put 1 here. I took 1, you put 1 here. Anything else I didn't take, it's 0. See? Now your answer is the value of decimal 89 in binary is, you see,
01,
0.
01,
0. Mhm.
00.
You see, this is how it works. I don't know why it comes red. You see, we're going to do another example. So if you have questions, please let me know. So when we say decimal 89 to convert in binary, you take that number and you check your table. It's bigger than what? And you put the result. You take that result. You check again on your table. It's bigger than what? Until you finish. So we're going to do another example. Convert decimal 200 in binary. I give you 1 minute for that. So do that 1 minute and we continue. 2 minutes, take your time. You can check your table. Okay, so let's start. So you go down here, you take your 200. 200 is bigger than what? You can see it's bigger than 128.
It's 1 time.
So if I say 128, so no rush, you must take your calculator, no mistake. I clean my stuff. 200
72.
minus 128,
Yeah,
72.
32 and 72.
Now I take my 72. 72 is bigger than what?
64.
Bigger than
Yeah,
64.
64. Then I put here my 64
Eight,
equal,
eight,
take my calculator, minus 64, 8. Uh,
8
Now,
minus 8.
yeah, I take 8 minus 8 is what? 0. When we
0.
get 0, it's fine. We stop there. We stop. Then I put down here 200 equal. I took 1 to 8 plus. I took 64 plus. I took 8. And you can take your calculator to double check. You clear everything. 128 plus
200.
64 plus 8 is 200. You see, when you do that, now you go to your table. I'm going to bring it on top here. Or I bring my table down. I bring that table down here. Copy. Put it down. I clear everything here. So you can see that in 200, I took 1 to 8.
1,
So 1 here.
1,
I took 64
1,
and I
1
took
again,
8.
80.
So I
Yeah,
come here.
1,
Then here, I
then
didn't take anything.
0, 0,
0, 0, 0,
0, 0,
0,
0.
0.
Yeah,
See,
correct.
see. And now you write your answer. The value of decimal 200 is in binary. So you on your keyboard, you type 200, but your system doesn't understand 200. It's going to convert in this to understand, then send that number in the network cable. Now, what if now you tap CCNA on your keyboard? How how your PC will understand CCNA? We call something called this guy who created IT and PCs. We say, okay, we're going to something called. Please mute yourself if you're not. Bernard, I'm going to mute yourself now. Okay. We say, okay, it's us. We design our things. We say we're going to create something called ASCII. So ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It's a character coding, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway. We're going to say, okay, if you tap A, it means something in binary automatically. If you tap B, it means something else in binary. So how it is, if you go to image, and there is a table for that, a code. For example, 1 second. What is that table I sent to you? I think it was this one. Let me check this one. No, it's not this one. Yeah, I think this one I sent to you. Yes. No, it's not this one. 1 second. Because depending on what is, I think, is it this one? Let me check. Yeah, A is the value character plus, okay. Wait, there is one that I sent to you. Okay, let me send to myself again via my email because I want to make it very simple for you. It's not difficult, and it's something very simple. What is WhatsApp? Hmm. So it's a code, it's a table with a code, that's all, nothing else. Yeah, this one, I copy it, go to share, to my email. Well, yeah, okay, no, not this one. Yeah, yeah, it's something like that. Yes, the episode is much simple and clear. So it means what? It's only a table of coding. It means if you tap the letter A, it means 65 in decimal number. And that 65, if you convert in binary, it will be such thing. See, here I didn't take 128, but I took what? 64. And I took 1. So 64 plus 1 is 65. So it's a code. If you tap C, these guys who created the keyboard and what is in the background, we see if you tap B, it means 66, and this is, so when you tap B, the system understands only the binary to send. So if you say CCNA, the system will say, okay, C is this one, blank space is 32. So if you tap space, is the value is 32, it will be this one. So anything you type has a code, and it's what the PC understands to send on your network. So if you say CCNA C, it will know this one. C again is going to add this one again. N, you go down to N. What is that N? N is here 78. Is this one A? It goes here. So this is how it works with AS. We call it ASCII, American Standard Coding. So it's only a table of what this one means. It's it's the way it is. If you ask me why 1 plus 1 is 2, I say it's the way it is. Why 1 plus 1 is 2? I don't know. In grade 1, they told me that. It's like that. So this is, if you have a decimal to convert in binary, you know. Now, if you have your characters, so ASCII or ASI stand for American Standard Code for Information. So it's only a table of meanings. A means 10, for example, in decimal, and means what in binary. And you can do some research on that, and if you want, you can go YouTube to check. But it's good to know that. So all our emails, when you send an email to someone and press send, in the OSI, it will go to application layer, what. When it reach the physical layer to go to a network cable, it's going to convert each letter in a code, 010101. Then the recipient, the destination, will going to reassemble it. We'll do that a bit later again. Okay, let's continue with something else. So we know how to convert decimal to binary. The same thing, if we ask you to convert binary to decimal, you do the same thing. You put your binary here, and you do your, for example, if I say convert binary. So it's always a group of four, no? So four and four. You can join them, but it's something like that. This binary in decimal. So how you do? You clear this guy and you put all these numbers from left to right or right to left. It's up to you. One, one, one. So now, what is the value of all these? Do it yourself and you tell me your answer. So what is the value of that? No one knows. Okay, let me do it. So this one, you can see that I took, there is one here. It means I took 128. I see one here. It means I took, else you can do 1 times 128 is 128. 1 times 64 is 64. Plus 1 times 32 is 32. Plus 16. Plus 8. Plus 4. Plus 2. Plus 1. You take your calculator. And you clear everything. So I took 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 255. So that 255, we're going to use it a lot in subnet mask. So this is how we convert binary to decimal. You take that number in binary, you put in your table, and you, where there is one, you take them.
Hello, Mr. Max. It's Audrey.
Yes, Audrey.
Yeah, I have one question. When we are putting the numbers on the table, no? Must we start from the right to left, no? Or we gonna just put the numbers on the table like that?
Yeah, so normally we start from right to left. Right to left.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Meaning that if they give you such number, you see, if you see such number, it means because we need 8, you keep that number here, you see, from right to left now, right to left, right to left. If there is nothing there, you add 00, you see, to make it the 8 digit. So we always start from right to left. Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Max.
So, yes,
Sorry, I have a question here. I saw here you put convert binary
So
200
what's your
to
name?
Gina, please.
No, no, Gina, you joined a bit late, so I'll try to make a summary a bit later for people who join late. If not, you're going to start, you see, because you
Okay,
joined
okay.
late, yeah. Mhm. So a quick summary, we have three systems for numbers. Decimal, that is understood by human beings. Binary, understood by the PCs, the machine for IT. And we have the hexadecimal, mostly for MAC addresses. Uh, So if you want to convert a decimal to binary, like here, convert number decimal, you do your table, 128, and then you take, we say 89. 89 is not bigger than 160, but it's bigger than this one. So you take it, minus 64. This is the answer. Take it, minus what? 25 is bigger than 16. Then put 16, this is your answer. You take it down here. 9 is bigger than 8. Put 1 here, and 1 is equal to 1. So when you are done, you put your number down here. You took 64, you took 16, you took 8, you took 1. So you put them here. And you go to your table. Because I took 64, I put 1 here. I took 16, you put 1 here. I took 8, I took 1. Then this is your value in binary. So, okay, now let's do the hexadecimal. This one is very simple. Mm. Hexadecimal is so if I say, for example, convert this binary in decimal, you know. Now, if I say convert this binary in hexadecimal, it's very easy. So when it comes to hexadecimal, you take your binary in two groups of 4. So if you have this, for example, let's say you didn't have this space here, you have a whole number. You take that whole number, you put it here, and you cut in two. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, you separate in two, and you put. And you check on your table. All ones is what? Check on your table, binary. All ones is F. You see. So you see, it will be F and F. You see. So binary, this is how we convert a binary to hexadecimal. It's very simple. You just need to divide the binary in two. And so if they ask you convert a decimal in hexadecimal, you convert first your decimal in binary, and from your binary, you go to hexadecimal. So this is one here. We are done in 10 minutes. No worries. If you,
Mr. Mark,
1 sec, let me finish this one first. If you have this value, convert this one in hexa. 1 second, let me finish this one in hexa. So if you're in binary, if you're in decimal, and they want you to convert straight to hexadecimal, you must go via binary first, then hexadecimal. So how it works? Our decimal, we did that. We did say that this is the value in binary. Then in binary, you cut into 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, you cut in 2. On your right side, you have 1 and 000. You check on your table, 1 000 is here and equal to 8 in your decimal table. It's 8. Now, the one on the left is 1100. You go on your table. 1100 is equal to C. Okay. You don't need to memorize, huh? It's just to explain. We're going to use them in the following chapters. C. So anytime you need to do a conversion to hexadecimal, you go first via binary, then. Yes, a question, Bernard?
I just wanted to ask like this same question, like if you can give another example of
Mhm.
hexagon. Seeing that you already give it.
Yeah. So now the last one that we'll do, convert hexa, this hexa, uh, D1. So what is the value in decimal? The first thing first, you must always go via what? Binary. And from binary, you go to decimal. So I give you 1 minute. Okay, let me do it for you. So when you have hexadecimal like that, D1, uh, you
SMS, you
D1.
can show the table so we can see the number, then we can answer.
Okay, let me do one for you first. Then, so D1. So in binary, D1. So then you separate in two. D is here on your left, 1 is that side. Now you go to your table. D is what? You go on your table. You can see D is 1101. So 1101, it stands for D. 1101. And that one here, what's the value? You go onto your table. 1 in hexadecimal is 0001. 1, 2, 3, and 1. So hexadecimal D1, you just need to separate in two, and you check on your table. This is the value. Now, this one, you convert in what? In decimal. How do you do that? Insert. So after this, I'm going to post in the WhatsApp group 3 examples, 3 questions for conversions, and you must send me your answers. You just need to post today. Hi everyone. My and else you can tap your number or your name. You can say Grace answers. Number 1 is, number 2 is, number 3 is. You must do by yourself and don't check for other people and copy paste. So if you want to convert decimal in binary in decimal, you do your table 1 to 8 divided by 2, 64, divided by 2, 32, divided by 2, 16, divided by 2, 8, divided by 2, 4, divided by 2, 2, divided by 2, 1. Then you put exactly the way it is and you start from right to left. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. And you come down. You say, okay, I took 1 here from 128, so you add it, 128. There is 1 under 64. 1 times 64 is 64. 0 times 32 is 0. 1 times 16 is 16 plus 1. Because 0 times 8 is 0, 0, 0. Input equal. What is that equal? You take your calculator. You clear here. 1 to 8 plus 64 plus 16 plus 1. 209. So the hexadecimal D1 in binary, this is it. In decimal is 209. You see. That's all for chapter 5. What is decimal system, binary system, hexadecimal system, and how to do the conversions. That's all, nothing else. If you want, don't study that chapter, focus on what we did, it's fine, it's okay. Sometimes in ETACAN, we explain more. Sometimes it's too much and the student get confused. That's why I give you what's the most important. If you know that, it's fine, it's okay. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. So yeah, next time we're going to do, on Thursday, we'll do chapter 6 and 7. It's about the switch. So if you go in your NetAcad, you'll see, we're going to explain other stuff that we'll be doing later. You have some videos. They have their own way of explaining. But if you focus on what I explain, it's fine, it's okay. So
Can I
you
put,
see, you have here that you need to convert in decimal. So if you do well, you'll find the correct one. Yes, question?
yes, sir, it's Bernard.
Yes, Bernard.
My question is, can you please explain us the relationship between hexadecimal and IPv6 address
No,
in
no,
order to take it?
we didn't study IPv6. There is no way to explain that. Did I tell you IPv6?
No, but is it in chapter 5 that we're doing IPv6 address?
And which
In
which
in this
section?
chapter, this chapter that we're doing, the first one on introduction event, IP IPv6.
And don't forget about it. And forget about it for now. So you see, that's why sometimes in ETACAD, they give too much info, the student can get confused or lost, you see. That's why me, the teacher, because I know what is in, I give you for now what is the most important. For now, just focus on what is decimal, what is binary, what is hexadecimal, and how to make conversions. Because why I say so, there is a chapter for IPv6. So when we go there, we have a way to explain. You see, if we go, you see chapter 12, IPv6 addressing. So from here, we'll explain what is a IP address. What are the different type of IP addresses? We have IPv4 and IPv6. Why IPv4? How it is? Why IPv6? How it is? You see. So we have step by step. So that's why I say for now, focus on what we did now. Focus most on that because we have chapters per chapter. Chapter 11, IP, even before that, Thursday, we'll do switching. Chapter 6, chapter 7, switching. Anything related to a switch, what is inside. You have your exam that you need to do. After that, we go to layer number 3 of OSI. There we study the router. What is the router? What the router does? the router will use IP addresses. Now, you see, now we're going to explain what is the IP, what are the different categories, how we work. We have IPv4, IPv6, you see. So step by step, step by step. When you are done with layer 3, we go to layer 4, layer 5, 6, 7, and we are done with OSI model, and we are done for CCNA1 introduction to network. You see. So step by step, when you are done with this one, we'll go to CCNA2. I'm going to show you CCNA2. It's more deeper for switching, routing, and wireless. So switching concept. Now we go switching technologies, security. You see, interview. This one is CCNA2. If you interconnect many switches, how are they going to talk together? If you don't put some rules, it will be chaos. We have STP in place. Now, I want more bandwidth. How with switches I can get more bandwidth, Ethernet channel, you see. So everything is step by step, well designed. When you are done, now we go to enterprise networking. In the enterprise networking, we get some security, network automation, what the router, what system we use to forward packet from South Africa to US, what is the technology inside, what type of security you can put in place in your network so that Bernard will not go to HR files and see people's salaries and IDs. We could access control list. So step by step, you see. So yeah, your question is good, but for now, let's stick on what we did to avoid confusion.
Mr. Max,
Yes, your name and your question.
good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Coco.
Yes, Coco.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a question. So I'm a bit confused because I started late. So my question is, I don't know where you getting this 128. Every time when you want to start your value,
Mm-hmm.
so you're starting with 128. So I don't know where this 128 is coming from. And my
Okay.
second question is like this calculation we're doing. So at the end to go where? What are we looking for? What is the catch? So I don't know. It's like you wanna work to, I don't know.
Mm.
I'm a bit confused. Confused.
Okay. Okay.
So
Number
I don't
one,
know. I want
it's
to
not.
know this calculation we're doing.
Uh-huh.
If you wanna work
Okay.
to what part and what installation? So what is the catch, please, sir?
Okay, great. Good question. First thing first, please don't take it personally, Coco. I'm talking about all students. Please try to log on time, because sometimes some students will log on after 30 minutes that we started the course. So if someone log on 30 minutes, another student will log on 45 minutes later. Now we have to go back again, you see. So please, 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 as much as you can. That's why always I remind people, we'll start, for example, 17:45. Get ready. If really you're at work or something and you notify me, hi, Mr. Max, please, I'll be late 10 minutes, and you must let me know also. 10 minutes or 20 minutes, so that at least you know, at least I know. And yeah, so for everyone, it's not for Coco only, for everyone. Try as much as you can to be on time, so that so let's quickly 1 minute explain the two questions for Coco. It's a very good question,
Hello,
and
Mr.
me, I
Max.
like.
Hello, Mr. Max.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
good evening, everyone. My name is Bijou.
yes,
Yeah,
Bijou.
Mr. Max, for me, I think so it would be the best. Like you do the recording. So
Mm,
after course, maybe you can put it in the group. So everyone who is late or the person who's absent, they can have
mm,
time to go through it. I think so it's going to help a lot. The
okay.
record. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, no
So we
problem.
don't have if
Anytime we
someone
finish.
is late. If someone is late,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to come back again and again and again. So it's better
Yeah.
someone can put a
Mm-hmm.
record and then follow
Mm-hmm.
it nicely at home.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, very good suggestion. That's why if you go in YouTube, we have our YouTube channel that I did post, and it was the link in the WhatsApp. So if you go there, you go to, for example, playlist. If you go in playlists, you go to CCNA1. You see, and on your on your right side, you have some chapters on CCNA1. The old recordings that I made, CCNA1 chapter 3. Now we are busy with chapter 5. So you can see here chapter 5b. You can go down here and see chapter 5 is here. So even this one, this recording, when I'm done, I'm going to post, and it will be here also. So when you have time, and Bernard was asking about IPv6, you see, chapter 12, IPv6. There we explain more, we explain. So let's go step by step. Chapter 5, so here, for example, we have chapter 5 and 6, you see. Yeah, so anytime we do the class for students who log on late because of transport or work or something, you can check the recording. But the question for Coco is very important. I'm going to explain. So Coco his question is why we start with 128, where it comes from. So let me go in your NetAcad, or yeah, let me go in your NetAcad so that you can have a proof. What is NetAcad? Okay, 10 minutes and we are done. So I go back to CCNA1. That's why if you tell someone I have CCNA, it means you know a lot. You know really, really IT. And for students who are interested, there is another course called IT support. Okay, I have many courses, but for now, let's finish with CCNA. That's the most important. If I go to PowerPoint, if I go to my PowerPoint, and I go um, model form, open, IT essential. No, sorry, Artist Calabrini. Yeah, this one. Loading. Why you want me to? Okay. Anyway, so I go to your course. Your course is CCNA1. Your course is CCNA1 is Introduction to Network, and we go to chapter 5 quickly, 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you why we start with 128. Let's go to binary. So all these IPv4, IPv6, we'll study them later. Because if I start now, student will get confused. So step by step. IPv4 is what it like your cell phone number. And we know that any PC has two addresses. The MAC address that will be used by the switch and the IP address that will be used by the router. So how IP address looks like, it's like 192.168.10.0, but the system doesn't understand. You need to convert each part in binary for the system to understand. You have a video that explains also the same thing. So if you're using decimal numbers, okay, let me skip this one, it can confuse you. Yes, let's use this one. So if you say, for example, base 10, and you put 10, 10, 10, 10, and from one right to left, the position number. So the first position is 0. Then you do 10 times 10 to the power of 0 is 1. Position 1, 10 to the power of 1 is 10. Position number 2, 10 to the power of 2 is 100. You see, 1. Remember in grade 3 or grade 4, when we count 10 to 10, we have 1, 10, 100, and 1,000. It's just an example. If you use base 2, it's for binary. You put all your numbers here. Now you start with the position. The first position on your right is always, you start with 0, position 0, position 1, position 0, 1, position 3, so until position 7. So if we do position 0, 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Position 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2. Position 2, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Position 3, 3, you see, now you know your table. So Coco, this is where our table comes from. So for me, it's not important to explain the position stuff. We go straight to the point. Your table has to make the configs, and you are done. So this is how we do our table. 128 divided by 264. So this is where it comes from. So if a student starts reading this, he will lose the main point, because there are a lot of stuff, mathematics, why I do that, get angry. It's not only you, even myself. That's why I like simple things. I have always my summary. My summary, I know what I need to study. You see, I copy paste, I make it simple, neat. You see. So the other question that Brother Coco was asking, we are using all-base conversion for what? Where are we going? Why we need it? It's a very good question. We need it because at a later stage, we're going to use binary. For example, for IPv4, y92.68. The system doesn't understand. We need to convert each section in binary. So the binary, the system understands that. Even your name Coco, if you tap on your keyboard Coco and you press enter, the system doesn't know Coco, but the system knows what we call the ASCII. Let me go back to find if I can. The ASCII, American Standard Code for. So everything we are doing, for us human beings, we have our own way of thinking. But the system has been designed, the PC or the laptops, they have been designed in such a way that with some electronics, the electronics, we don't understand, no, they have their own way. So decimal, for us human beings, we need to translate in binary for the system to understand. The hexadecimal, we use them for the MAC addresses. The MAC address. So everything step by step, we're going to use them at a later stage. You are building a house. We did chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. So anything we do now, we'll use them at a later stage. If you go back to your NETA card,
Mr. Max,
you'll see other stuff. Yes, question? Yeah.
it's Gucci speaking.
Yes, good team.
Yeah, I want just to learn on Coco's question just to make it clear. I want to know on the field, they gonna ask us to do also binary numbers ourselves to calculate, or the machine itself is gonna do it?
No, this one, the machine does it automatically. Why we learn that? Because we're IT engineers. What's the difference between Gautier and a medical doctor? When Gautier has a headache, you take Panadol, and that will help you. But why are you taking Panadol? What is in that Panadol that you're taking? Now the medical doctor will explain the content, the ingredient that is in the Panadol, and why it's good to heal you. You see. So for us, we have normal people who are using laptops, PCs, but for us, we are network engineers. We need to understand deeper so that in case we have something that is broken, we can go fix. You see, it's like we all use our cell phone with camera. We take pictures, but we have professional photographers. They know the angles, they know the lighting, they know the, you see. So for us, we go deeper. We're not going to ask us if you work, you won't do that. No, no, you won't do any this conversion. No, no. The only thing that we'll do, in case we have a mistake or something not working, how to go deeper to fix. It's where we, that's all. So even the question for Bernard for IPv6, if you want this one, skip it. Why I say skip it? Because when we'll do IPv6, we need to know what is IPv6. Why we have 8 blocks. Each block, what is inside. So this one, normally if I'm Cisco, I should remove it because it's going to confuse the student. We'll come back here after chapter 12, IPv6. If you come here, it will confusing. So just focus on what I did on it's fine. And you have some videos if you want to, yeah. Just focus on what we did today, it's fine. Guys, believe me, trust me, I'm doing that for many years. I've been also myself IT certificates, IT, is this one open now? I put it somewhere. If I say IT certifications, next up. So I'm in IT I started IT 2001. Huh? Before that, I was in economics. I have a diploma in economics. And we had also our fees must fall. And you know, in our countries, the president shut down university for 2 years. So instead of staying that, doing nothing, I said, okay, let me change career. And I went to IT. So I studied CCNA 2004. Then I came to South Africa at University of Pretoria 2005. And I did my CCNA 20 years ago. So when I finish, this is my, you see. So I know when you say Cisco, CCNA, I know every from A to Z or to Z. I know everything. Not everything, but what is the most important. And I also work as a network engineer, IT support, Pretoria, Johannesburg before coming here. So all of these things, so we know about it. So I'm in IT for, yeah, I'm in CCNA for 21 years now. I did my certifications. I did my CCNA. If you want to write your international exam, you book with Cisco themselves. The exam is $300. You pay them. You pay Cisco. They're going to book your time, and you can do it from home. So if you want to write the international exam, yeah, you can do that. I did
How to do that? How to apply?
Sorry?
How to apply for your international certificate?
To do the
What to
international,
book
you must finish first your NetAcad certification, what we are doing. So after we
Okay.
do that, yes.
Yes.
So after you do what we are doing, CCNA 1, 2, 3. So you see, man, here, I did for 9 months, I think. I studied 9 months, or I don't know, yeah. You see, I started June 2005, and we finished February 2006. It was 10 months or 9 months, I even forgot. When you finish that, then CCNA 1, 2, 3, then Cisco Pearson View exam for testing. This one is international testing. You pay. So when you're ready to write your international, and you let me know, I'm going to send you this link where you
Okay,
can,
sir.
you can. This one you pay directly to Cisco. We're going to tell you which you choose your day you want to write, your time. You can do it from home or you go to a testing center. And yeah, yeah. So yes, I did
So
that. Yes,
about
sorry.
the exam,
Yeah,
for the exam, it's only once. If you fail,
yeah. You fail. You fail.
it's
You lost your 6,000 rand. Yeah,
oh,
and pass mark
all
is
right.
80. Pass mark is 85%.
That you have to do it maybe at home yourself alone at home.
Now, if you want to do that, you ask Cisco. We're going to check your laptop. We're going to check your bedroom. We're going to check that you're not cheating. The system is there. If you go to Google, automatically you fail and the system shut down and you go home, finished. Even anyway, you're at home already. They say if you log off the system,
Damn.
you are done, finished. The system mark you as zero and finished. So that's why I say please study. The secret for Cisco is studying, 2 hours minimum. After that,
So they're gonna blacklist you
no, not blacklist you,
if you cheat. They're
not
gonna
blacklist, but already you're in the system as someone who's not reliable. You see, and it's not good. You see, Gautier is a
okay.
cheater. We won't say the word cheater, but you see, you're next time you want to make booking, you see, we're going to think twice before. You see, so be honest,
Mm.
study well, do your exam properly. That's why I say this chapter exam you can do them many times. Now, the good news is normally the fees is 6,000 or 300 US dollars. CCNA, the last part of CCNA 3, enterprise networking. If here you do very well, Cisco can give you a voucher. We can say instead of you, Gautier, paying 6,000, pay only 2,000 or 3,000. So if you finish CCNA 1, 2, 3 properly, nicely, you go to your picture, you see on top right, you go down, you'll see discount. If you do well, you say, congratulations, Gautier, or congratulations, Coco, or Jose, Bernard, or Bouclé, or anyone. Congratulations, this is a 50% discount for you, valid for 6 months or valid for 1 year. Listen, me, I got my discount, but I was so tired. I was so tired. I was staying far, and at night, I had to travel with a bike, and my English also was not nice. Huh? I learned English in a British school here in Durban. I go to Pretoria. You know, we are Afrikaners. So the way us speaking English is different. The computer, you must power on the computer. Man, what's that? I was struggling. I said, no, I'm tired. It was only 3 years later. It's okay. When I was working for Cisco wanted some guys. Say, okay, this is my CV. I did study CCNA 1, 2, 3. Say, okay, that's good. Come. So after some while, you say, okay, you guys, now we want you to do your international exam. That's why I did, because yeah, it's not compulsory. If you have your NetAcad certificate, it's fine. This one is if really you want to, no. It's valid for 3 years. Every 3 years you must redo. You see, this one is expired since 2011. You want me to do it again? I'm tired. The knowledge is there. It's only that paper that is. But it's still valid. When you apply for jobs, it's still there. It's fine. It's okay. So please, study well. Take NetAcad seriously. You have some badge. Anything you do, we can find it on Credly. You can get some discount. And don't forget profile. Make sure your name is this way. Your name will get displayed on your certificate. Make sure that it's correct. It's correctly. Any other questions before we end this? Yeah. So after that, try to add as many certifications as you can every year. Build your CV. Add something. And you see mine. I did after CCNP. I did add what? I did add every year. You add a bit of ITIL, COBIT, Microsoft if you want to. It's up to you. Up to you. It depends on the company you work for. If you say we need this extra, you go for it. You see. So I did a lot of. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Let's stop here for today. And yeah, we'll meet again on Thursday. We'll do chapters 6 and 7. It's about the switch. Very, very important. I'll stop the recording now. I'm going to post the link around 8:30.